It is stated in Prema Vilasa that Sri Virachandra Prabhu, after having received appropriate instructions from his father Nityananda Prabhu to install Sri Shamasundara Ji in Khardaha, had set out to obtain the Shaligram Shila from the Nawab's palace in Murshidabad, from which the deity needed to be carved. Sri Virachandra Prabhu's reputation preceded him, and the Nawab greeted him with full honor on his arrival. However, the Nawab had evil intentions. Virachandra's vow of feeding him meat. Hence, the Nawab thought that feeding meat to this great Vaishnava would end up derailing him from his religious path and shall thereby spoil his reputation. However, when Nawab attempted to serve him the non-veg dishes, the food automatically got transformed into roses and jasmine. The Nawab ordered his chief to bring new items, but again and again, the potency of Sri Virachandra, the food got transformed into flowers. The Nawab got frustrated in his attempts and finally came to realize that Sri Virachandra Prabhu was a great devotee and no ordinary personality. Feeling remorseful and guilty, the Nawab fell at his lotus feet and begged him for forgiveness. Virachandra Prabhu, feeling merciful, forgave him. Virachandra Prabhu then informed the Nawab, "I saw a huge stone above your front gate. I would be happy to have it so that I can carve a nice deity out of it." The Nawab was very happy to give his consent. Virachandra Prabhu then took the stone back to Khardaha by floating it into the Ganges, as if it was too heavy to board onto a boat. To the surprise of all, the Shaligrama stone floated down the river and ultimately reached the banks of Khardaha, where it was carefully recovered. While meditating at Kunjavatika, Sri Virachandra had received the beautiful darshana of Sri Shamasundara Ji in his heart. In his trance, he received orders from his father, Nityananda Prabhu, to fetch the Shaligram Sila from the Nawab's place and subsequently install Shamasundara Ji here in Khardaha. This concerned Shaligrama Shila had a long history. This was the same stone on which Kamsa, the wicked maternal uncle of Sri Krishna, had murdered the 6 children of Devaki over 5,000 years ago. Somehow, the stone had landed up in the custody of the Nawab. As Virachandra Prabhu entered the Nawab's palace, he noticed that the stone was perspiring and understood that it was the same Shaligram Shila that he had come looking for. Sri Virachandra then engaged a sculptor who fulfilled his earnest desire by carving the captivating deity of Lord Shamasundara from this Shaligram Shila. The first 2 deities that were sculpted didn't match the exact form of Sri Shamasundara Ji that Virachandra had witnessed in his meditation. Hence, he sent these first 2 deities to Shirampur and Saibon, where they are worshipped today as Sri Radha Vallabh Ji and Sri Radha Nandu Dulal Ji respectively. The third deity, which manifested from the Shaligram Sila, was an exact match, and Sri Virachandra then proceeded to install and worship it. Indeed, the people of Khardaha forgot their distress when they saw this most attractive deity. Virachandra Prabhu arranged a grand festival to install the deity with great pomp and show, inviting many devotees and feeding all of them sumptuously. The most merciful Achyutananda, the son of Advaita Acharya, performed the Abhishek of Sri Radha Shamasundara Ji. Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki, Sri Virachandra Ji ki, Sri Radha Shamasundara ki.